This is the War Brief Daily for August 5. Over the last 24 hours, Ukraine hit Russian logistics and drone support targets. A commercial vessel was sunk off Yemen, and Lebanon announced a significant weapons seizure on the Syrian border. Here's the short version. Confirmed facts first. Claims stay labeled. First, Ukraine's general staff says it conducted a coordinated long-range strike campaign overnight against Russian and Russian-held targets. The named targets include a bridge over the Seam River near Zvane in Russia's Kursk region, a rail bridge over the Malachna River near Svitlodolinska in occupied Zaporizhzhia, and sites in Crimea supporting Jiran and Gerbera drone operations and electronic warfare. Kyiv also named Russian repair elements, an alleged FSB temporary deployment site in Kherson region, and a command and communications target in Bakhmut. The operation is officially confirmed by Ukraine. The reported damage is not independently verified. That distinction matters. If you strip away the noise, this is about scale, timing, and systems. Bridges slow movement. Repair units keep damaged equipment in the fight. Electronic warfare and drone infrastructure sustain Russia's strike cycle. This was not random. It was an effort to make Russian operations slower, less coordinated, and more expensive. On the ground, Ukraine recorded 226 combat engagements in its latest reporting period, including 35 Russian attacks on the Kostiantynivka axis. That is a Ukrainian military count, not an independently audited figure, but it confirms sustained pressure in Donetsk. Russian channels also claimed local gains across the Sumy, Kupiansk, Seversk, Dobropilya, and Zaporizhzhia sectors. Those territorial claims remain unverified. Second, the clearest Middle East event came at sea. Indian authorities say the Indian-flagged vessel MSV Faiz Noor Olia was struck off Yemen's Hodeidah coast on August 4th, capsized and sank. All 14 people aboard, 13 Indian nationals and 1 Yemeni, were rescued by the Yemeni Coast Guard and taken to Mocha. This is confirmed. What remains unclear is who conducted the attack and exactly how. Accounts differ on whether the vessel was hit by a projectile or an explosive boat, so assigning responsibility right now would be guesswork. But a successful attack on commercial shipping near a major Red Sea route is operationally significant even without fatalities. Expect maritime warnings, patrol activity, and pressure for attribution. Third, Lebanon's armed forces announced a weapons smuggling interdiction along the Syrian border. The military released images showing 122-millimeter Grad rockets, a pickup truck, and other materiel. The seizure is official. The Army's assessment that the network was moving weapons toward Hezbollah is just that. An assessment. And that changes the math around Lebanon's ability to constrain cross-border rearmament while implementation talks with Israel continue. Elsewhere, Gaza health authorities reported at least 19 Palestinians killed by Israeli fire in the previous 24 hours. But individual strikes cannot be reliably placed inside this reporting window. In Sudan, Army leader Yasser al-Attah announced an offensive intent against the RSF, not a confirmed new battlefield gain. No new, precisely dated kinetic event was established in reviewed reporting for the Sahel, Taiwan, or Korea. Quiet reporting does not mean quiet theaters. What to watch next? Independent imagery from the Ukrainian strikes, Russian follow-on attacks around Donetsk, official attribution for the Red Sea sinking, and further arrests or border operations in Lebanon. That's your War Brief.